It's like a much more of a trend right now to have a dog and pretend it's like a person.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
But that falls apart because you don't get people stuffed, preserved.
We get calls for it.
What do you say? Just not our business.
Not.
I mean, it's just not on our radar yet.
Well, you think it's stressful to have someone come in and look at the pet for the first time and be like,
So
you nailed it.
Dude, your finger. You know damn sure that was like.
Or your uncle.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, if you had your uncle done, and you're like, I want him to look like he did when he was reading.
And you're like, hey, just so you know, we've never done this before.
Yeah.
This is the MeatEater podcast coming at you shirtless, severely bug-bitten, and in my case, underwearless.
We hunt the MeatEater podcast.
You can't predict anything.
Brought to you by First Light. When I'm hunting, I need gear that won't quit. First Light builds no compromise gear that keeps me in the field longer. No shortcuts, just gear that works. Check it out at firstlight.com. That's FIRSTLITE.com. A lot of talk these days about the death of late night television.
Oh, yeah.
You probably don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know where you're going with it, but I've been paying attention to the talk.
Yeah. Someone even said it's by the Colbert losing his show it's bad for it's against the Constitution. You aware of this?
I was not aware of that claim.
I read it today. But I'm going somewhere with this real quick. But I mean, the dude makes, he makes $20 million a year, and the show loses $40 million a year. The reason I bring this up is, how in those kind of shows they always go, "Great show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen."
Mm-hmm. Are you going to start doing that?
No, because they're not going to be able to do it for long.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's got to carry on.
Someone's got to say it. Great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen.
Good thing we record in the morning.
That's what I said today.
We should just try to have this air late night, and you can be the new late night shtick thing.
Yeah, or we do like a deal where we do some analytics and find out when people mostly listen to the show and just cater to that group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
we could do
10 a.m.
We do a traffic report.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I want to steal the late night group. Wait till we get a band in here.
I mean,
one of those late night shows had their budget.
I think
cut.
that's
They had to get rid of their band.
Phil, we can fit a band in here, right?
We've got some very talented individuals. Like I've seen Phil on all kinds of instruments for the kids podcast.
We have our own.
Like
we have our own band
tambourine,
here.
flute. Who plays the drums in here? You could bang on drums, no?
And then I got to get a suit and tie because those guys, for some weird ass reason, wear suits and ties. I'll never understand.
Yeah,
nighttime
new
guys,
getup.
nighttime show guys wear a suit and tie.
Yeah, we could.
Sports guys wear suit and ties, which seems.
We could have.
Why are you
First
not
Light
dressed
make
like you're
you a
doing
suit.
sports? What's that?
We could have First Light make you a special suit for the show.
Great show for you this morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have on. This is great. This is mega producing on Corinne's part to bring this whole thing together. Nice. We have on the co-owners of. Pardon me, Bischoff's.
Bischoff's.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
The co-owners of Bischoff's The Animal Kingdom, a taxidermy shop in Hollywood, California. Ace and Rey. Okay.
Right.
The shop here. I'm. This is Corinne's intro. It's great. The shop is 300 years old this year.
103.
What did I say?
300.
Dude, that's some dyslexic, dude. Golly.
Added history.
By that number, I've been married 71 years.
Goes back to Spanish California.
I've been married 71 years, and and I'm 15 years old. The shop is 103 years old this year. It's known for creating prop animals for movies and films, but more recently, they become famous as the go-to spot for pet owners who want to preserve dogs, cats, birds, you name it. The pet guys. Now, one of the reasons you boys are here, Ace and Rey, is because we have a sort of, there's a little bit of a problem here because we have a official taxidermist.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Hayes from Hayes Taxidermy Studio. Don't you for a minute think.
But you're going to jump in on that?
Don't you for a minute think you're here to steal John Hayes' thunder.
Okay.
But Corinne put it to John Hayes, do you do pets? To which John Hayes said, no.
Right.
I'm not going to get into why, but he doesn't do pets. And so therefore, we had to bring you fellers in to fill our pet niche. But also just a totally different world. But I just don't want you to start thinking that you're like, oh, John Hayes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, if you want,
He's going to get a hat that says, he's going to get a Hayes Taxidermy hat that says better than.
I mean, you did bring a hideout, so.
Yeah.
No, that's nothing to do with John Hayes. Okay, listen, I don't want to confuse.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, we're going to show him a bunch of Hayes Taxidermy work and say, like, how could you improve upon this? So, we caught wind of you guys because you were recently, there was a recent article in the LA Times which caught our fancy. Here's a passage from the article. Ace Alexander, raise your hand.
For those of you listening, the guy in the middle.
Who, I like how they point out in the article, who is 40 years old. Are you still 40?
I'm still 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Rey Macias, am I saying that right?
Macias.
Macias, who is 55.
Can't screw that one up.
Still 55?
Still 55.
Okay, good. That shows how fresh this article is.
Right.
The fourth owners in Bischoff's long history have steered the company to meet the new demand, meaning pet stuffing. Well, not stuffing. We'll cover details. Describing each other as good friends, the two men dress similarly. This is such like weird things I wouldn't cover. The two men dress similarly. Okay. They like to wear black t-shirts and black pants, which one of you is not doing.
That checks out, though.
well, they're wearing
Let me see your
black
pants.
tops.
They're like
Yeah, they're
grayish.
somewhat.
What color are your pants?
Grayish, dark wash jeans.
Why do they care about that?
I have no idea. Yeah.
If someone featured this place, they'd say the same thing. It's a lot of guys between the ages of 25 and 45 wearing olive and tan colored clothing.
It reads like a GQ feature.
Yeah, it is.
like the first sentence is George Clooney takes a bite of his flan.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with anything?
Well, you know who they usually do that to in the media? And I guess it pisses women off, but like even women politicians, there always is commentary about what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always
for
like,
sure.
what are they wearing? What are they
It's
wearing?
so superficial.
But this being the LA Times, I guess it's important for them to point out that you guys wear, you like to wear black clothes because that way the blood doesn't show.
Probably.
Yeah, shop clothes. You know what I mean?
It says you guys are so in sync, and we're going to have 90 minutes to find out if this is true. The article says you're so in sync, you sometimes finish each other's thoughts.
Damn.
Wow. I didn't
Okay,
realize that.
you start a thought. What are you thinking right now? You say right now. I'm thinking.
Right now, I think it's
Okay, and then tell him what he's thinking.
That is pretty wild to be here.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'll take it.
Checks out.
Yeah, so you got that right.
Yeah.
Now, since taking over the business, both have transitioned to primarily vegan diets. Is it like the ice cream person that doesn't eat ice cream anymore?
No.
No.
See, for me, I just like eating. I eat meat. I just eat clean meat. You know what I mean? So it just means I like my greens and I like my meats. I don't. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah.
You know.
You sound like
I
a
like
meat,
to eat
meat and
healthy.
vegetable type.
Yeah,
guy.
I'm like I eat healthy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Was
to
that
my
in-
standards of what everybody has their own idea of what healthy is, depending on what you read.
Okay.
For
We're just
me,
checking out the LA
yeah.
Times.
Yeah,
here.
was that inaccurate reporting? Because it's
Prim-
like
no, 'cause
primarily vegan.
Primarily
Well, he
vegan would
leans
mean
more-
if you eat mostly
Yeah.
vegetables.
Yeah. right.
He leans more towards the vegan diet
Yeah,
for sure.
You do?
Once in a while, like
Yeah.
weekends, I eat whatever I want. So, but during the week, I kind of keep it, try to keep it as clean as possible. And
Good for you.
For my own, for my
Listen,
own.
I'm not here to
yeah.
tell you what to eat.
No, of course not.
We're just fact checking.
right.
Bischoff's used to be the taxidermist to the stars in the trophy area, but now we're taxidermists in the pet preservation area. Then you got a quote that I don't agree with. But it's probably true for your clientele.
Yeah.
He says, people no longer hunt. Now they just love their pets, which I would mostly agree with.
In Hollywood, California,
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
So we asked them to come on and talk about their unique, the history of Bischoff's and their unique niche.
Mhm.
And assuming you guys are still in the movie business.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna talk about all that, like an aspect of taxidermy that that our listeners are probably unaware of. But first, in the news, Seth's wife.
In the news.
No. Okay, let me find what we're going to talk about with Seth's wife. Everyone knows Seth's wife, should know, Seth's wife is
Kelsey Morris is
Yeah, I was going to say, does she have a name?
her name is Kelsey Morris, if you need to know. Where's my picture? So we're right now, Randall and I are recording our third volume of MeatEater's American History. We did the Long Hunters, 1763 to 1775. And that was about Daniel Boone and the deerskin trade. Then we did the Mountain Men, 1806 to 1840, which is about folks like Jim Bridger and the beaver skin trade. And now we're recording the Hide Hunters, which is about the buffalo skin trade. And that goes from 1865, the close of the Civil War, to 1883, which was the last big kill. Kelsey Morris, the artist, has done all of our covers. She did a skull. We had for Long Hunters. Should be in here somewhere. The original. What the hell happened to it? Oh, it's in the kitchen. For the Long Hunters, she did us a white-tailed deer skull with a bullet hole punched in his head. For the Mountain Men, she did us a Rocky Mountain beaver trapper, a mountain man. Where's the thing we had a minute ago that I was showing you?
In your email?
Is it?
It's an email from Hunter.
Oh, that's the problem. Can you send it to me? I can't find it.
Yes.
Huh. I must have deleted it or something. Oh, no. Got it. Where was I?
For the listeners at home, there's now an image on Steve's computer.
Well, I'm going to show it to the camera if you give me a second.
No, but this I'm doing the thing for the people that are driving right now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
For the Mountain Men, she did a Rocky Mountain beaver trapper, Mountain Men. For the Hide Hunters, we did the thing that was most logical to us because we want when it's all said and done, it'll look like a collection.
Mm-hmm.
It'll look like a collection. You'll go on to Apple Books or whatever the hell, and you'll be like, oh, this is like a thing. Like these all go together, and they track through time. Well, we had her do a buffalo skull with
Bullet hole in it.
bullet hole punched in his head, but that's not where the Hide Hunters shot him.
That's a great point.
So it's a factual problem. They didn't shoot him there. And we describe in great detail Hide Hunter shot placement, which includes some horrifying shot placement.
Deliberately horrifying.
What's an example?
Well, I'll give you an example. For the most part, they shot for the lights, meaning the lungs.
Mm.
However, we explain in great detail what a stand was, like how they managed their shooting. The objective was that you get 40, 50 of them in a pile. You didn't want them scattered all over hell because it was hard for the skinners. You'd want them in a pile. So they do a thing called a stand. When doing a stand, you had to be careful about the first one you hit. If you hit it in the heart, it might run 100 yards. And that causes too much chaos.
So they wanted to anchor him.
No.
Oh.
It's terrible.
They wanted them to wobble around for
They
a while.
wanted to, as they put it, make them sick.
They'd shoot the wound.
They would call it making them sick. So the first one or two, they'd like to hit them right in front of the hips.
Oh, gut shot.
We were teasing Reva because Reva's been engineering for us. And the first woman that made it's a male heavy story. The story of the Hide Hunters.
I would imagine.
tends to be a lot of guys running around in the Hide Hunters. But we're laughing with Reva because the first woman that we quote in the whole project is saying, It was so fun to watch Daddy and the guys shoot. They would shoot and make them sick.
It's like the most disturbing line of text in the whole thing. And
So we're like, Reva perked right up when a woman came in, but then was immediately disappointed. So they rejected the publisher, not rejected, like, it's not a good word for it.
they asked for alternatives
They didn't like the skull because it looked too much like the other skull,
with the hole in it.
which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in these kind of things, you can pitch a fit, but you're burning, what are you burning? Capital?
Capital.
Yeah. You're burning capital.
Do you want to spend it on that or on something else that
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Or would you rather fight about if they come back and they're like, hey, how come there's only one woman and she's crazy? Right? Then you can right, fight about that. But so we don't want to fight about the cover. So Seth, we're gonna settle up on the original picture.
Yeah.
So it's not a hit to your family finances.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
And now we're gonna do this. Where do I aim it, Phil?
Just directly in front of you.
Can that camera zoom in though?
It cannot, but if I don't know if you can slack this to me, Randall, I can put it on the screen on the TV.
How about that?
That's even worse.
Oh no!
So maybe hold this over there. Maybe hold this over there.
No, it's going to be out of focus. These cameras are on manual focus, so if you hold it right up to the camera, it's going to be fuzzy.
How about that?
It's coming your way.
Okay, I'll put it on the TV and on the screen.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, the best way.
You're surrounded by a bunch of barbarians, Phil. I'm sorry.
Just
So
make
there's
it work,
that.
Phil.
That's good news. It's good news for Seth.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad news for Kelsey because she was explaining to me that she's a little bit in vacation mode right now.
She is, but
Yeah.
she can really be in vacation mode when she's actually on vacation. Till then, keep her busy.
And we're working on that right now, right here in this all damn day long,
All
in the
week
studio.
long.
Here's a little tidbit that here's just one little tidbit from
Look at that thing.
yeah. Here's one little tidbit from Hide Hunters. This is one of my favorite little tidbits, and it's just packed full of freakish stuff. There's a guy that there's a hide hunter. What was his name? Shoots a buffalo. Goes up to skin it, or shoots it, and it stands up and goes to attack him. No.
Is it Kelly?
Yeah, I think it is. Kelly.
The Fort Benton guy.
Shoots up by Fort Benton, Montana. Shoots a buffalo. Realizes it's not dead. Gets his pistol out to try to finish it off. It stands up and comes at him. He's in such a hurry to get on his horse and get out of there that as he's jumping on his horse, accidentally shoots his horse in the neck. So now the wounded buffalo is chasing the wounded horse, and they both die.
And he walks away.
And Kelly walks away unscathed.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
70,000 words of this stuff.
Rough day
Yeah.
for a horse.
and a buffalo.
Yeah.
70,000 words of this stuff. And it also explains in great detail, not just that, but sciencey stuff. A lot of sciencey stuff.
Mhm.
Like you never knew so much about mills, production, steam engines, industrial belting, history of guns as you will when you have this.
Do you cover a bunch of different states? Where does this mostly take place?
The main action we get into occurs, I mean, it's all over because there's certain, like, 1 minute you're out in New England because of hemlocks and tanning,
Yeah.
like how tanning worked. But the main action, Western Kansas, North Texas,
Oh, really?
Eastern Montana.
Mhm.
Huh.
The real big, like,
I would have thought like the Dakotas.
no,
I mean,
that's
like,
in there.
yeah, it's
The
kind of
real big shoot. Well, go ahead.
I was going to say it's like Eastern Montana bleeding into the western part of the Dakotas and northern Wyoming, but like the heart of it is along the train tracks. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because it
That
all
makes
follows
sense.
the railroad.
Yeah.
A way to think about it too is that, like, we begin the story. The hide hunt, the big final hide hunt, didn't kick in until the mid 70s, 1870s.
1870s.
So at that point, the population was kind of reduced down to these real core pieces of habitat, like the fringes.
Yeah.
All the fringe was gone. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it was just like you had these sort of like main population, kind of like down the center of the Great Plains.
Gotcha.
By that point, people thought of it. There was the northern herd and the southern herd, because all the transcontinental railroads and the Oregon Trail and stuff had kind of by that point cleared the middle out and pushed everything away.
Yeah,
so
like
people would talk about it distinctly like
north of the Platte and south of the Platte.
Yeah, even in that era, there was the north herd and the south herd.
Gotcha.
And it was kind of those sort of like main population centers. And so the hide hunt occurs in 2 stages. Like the southern herd,
north and south,
if you imagine like the core of the southern herd would be the top of the Texas Panhandle, the Oklahoma Panhandle, and then up into Kansas from there. It was sort of like, that's where you could still go and see a million animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like you could still go and lay eyes on a million animals in a group.
And northern herd was smaller at that point?
That's a good question. Probably.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah, probably a little smaller.
Yeah.
But you could still go to Miles City, Montana, and maybe not look at a million, but look at a lot.
Yeah.
Look at hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the early 1880s, they're killing hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of buffalo, here's the thing we've been working on. I'm guessing Phil can't see this. So our cookbooks, our wild game cookbooks, we always have jerky recipes in our wild game cookbooks. We're coming out with buffalo jerky, bison jerky, whatever the hell you want to call it. We call it American buffalo, but then this is the first thing we talk about in our Hide Hunter series.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing we talk about is why the words bison and why the words buffalo and which one is right. I'm a buffalo man myself. Randall tends toward bison, but I've bullied him into being a buffalo man.
Yeah.
I buffaloed him.
It's better for storytelling.
I buffaloed him into being a buffalo man. There's a whole long story here. There's the fashionable number at one time, we had 32 million, 40 million buffalo in our country. Now we got 500,000. Of those, 94% are privately owned. We don't get into this in our story really, but there's a part of this like private producers, private ranchers save the animal from extinction. And today they're the ones that keep it like ecologically viable, genetically viable, and present on the landscape. Like when you're driving down the road and you see a buffalo, 9 out of 10, it's because a guy owns it.
It's livestock.
Yeah. Which is like, I'd rather have tons of wild ones. Politically, I believe in maneuvering for more wild ones on the landscape. Like we need to recover the species, but right now, its strength comes from its popularity as a game meat or as a wild meat, a farm-raised wild meat. So we're doing these jerky packs where we take the recipes from our cookbooks and cook them into American buffalo jerky. A lot of buffalo stuff going on right now around here. You guys ever stuff a buffalo?
Yeah.
Really?
When's that available?
Oh.
We're teasing it. So we're
sorry.
a week early.
August 11, 2025. I'll be fighting a big old halibut that day. August 11, 2025 is the launch date. We're just launching in classic pepper. More flavors to come. Stay tuned.
At a new site. MeatEatersnacks.com.
MeatEatersnacks.com. Now, is the next thing? Are we just into the show now?
Yes. We can skip the stolen valor stuff if you
know
want, but I thought it was funny.
We're talking about because you guys occupy like a unique niche in taxidermy, but we were talking about a guy saying like at what point is taxidermy stolen valor? Meaning like if you hunt deer and you have a hunting cabin and you go buy a giant buck, a giant stuffed buck, and put it in the taxidermy in your cabin, to a way that people visiting your cabin might logically be
Assume,
he got that buck. Yeah. But you didn't. You bought it. Yeah. Is that stolen valor? And so we're trying to weigh out like how this whole thing works. But you guys don't need to weigh in on that because I don't want you to alienate your clientele.
No. I mean, it feels It just depends if they actually hunt, and then they go purchase something huge from us. Then it seems a little bit like stolen valor. But if they're just like stylists or house decorators,
Yes.
or people who just they're not in the hunting world, then it might not be stolen valor.
That's where we landed. That's where I landed. I landed as like, are you using it in a way that could be deceptive?
Yeah. So that's one thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, or is it? I mean, I think like if it's someone if it's like a friend's animal or something, like you have a sentimental connection to it, like it has meaning to you.
Yeah,
other than
I just took possession of all my dad's taxidermy. Well, 4 pieces.
Yeah, I've got a buddy's fish in my garage.
That's stolen valor. It's your buddy.
Wait,
Who
is
cares?
that
It's not your
is
dad.
that like an
he's
old...
dead.
Now everybody's gonna think Randall caught that fish. Oh, your buddy passed away. I'm sorry. My condolences. What kind of fish is it? Huge?
It's a giant snook. And it was his dad's, actually.
Is there okay?
Oh, so
if
it's
I
not like a
walked in,
replica.
no. If I walked into your garage and you weren't home, would I think, "Holy shit, Randall caught a big"? What was it?
Snook.
Yeah, that's stolen valor. Do you
But
have a
that's
flag
if
that
I'm
says
not-
I didn't catch this?
If I'm not home, though. If you're in my garage when I'm not home.
Yeah, but
that's stolen valor. I would be
No,
like,
no.
"Oh shit, I didn't know Randall was a snook fisherman."
Yeah, I guess in the absence of any context, you could jump to that conclusion. But most people walk in, they say, "Oh, that's a like, where'd you get that? That's a big snook." And I'll go, "Oh, it was my buddy's."
Does it look old? Like it's it's
Not
the
particularly.
It's
What do
the
you think,
original
Seth?
one, not a replica,
Well,
right?
I think like if there's been multiple times where you have given stuff away after a trip, like
I always regret it.
like your bear from the spring you gave to Chili.
That's
the
right.
skull.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
gave my shoulder mount to Chili.
And Chili's
in his
gonna
office.
boil that up and put it on his shelf and be like, "That's from the hunt I was on with Steve. Steve got that." I
You
don't think-
better, or else it's stolen valor.
Yeah, I think that is just like he's gonna display that as
But
like
that
a
bear
memory.
was so small it'd be stolen embarrassment. If he wants,
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
he wants to claim that, he can go ahead.
Well, the funny thing about that snook too is when I walked into my buddy's office one time and I was like, "Holy shit, that's a big snook. Where'd you get that?" And he goes, "Oh,"
Can you spread this out?
he goes, "My dad caught it, and then I got it when he died, and now I have that fish, and I do the same thing
No,
for
no,
people
other
who
way, other
walk
way.
in."
Other way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's a taxidermy question.
Yeah.
So this I got this bear well over 20 years ago.
did you shoot all them holes in there?
Dude, this bear's been through hell. No, I only shot him one time. It was actually like
Maybe maybe that's the book.
no.
That's
This
a
has
tiny
been this has
little-
been employed as a half dozen Halloween costumes. I mean, this thing's been through hell. Is this here's the thing I worry about. There's nothing you can do to save this now, right? Or how would you save it?
For the audio listeners, what are we doing here?
Oh, sorry.
sorry, Phil. I was on
I have-
top of that
okay.
up until this point.
You're
I
not
have
there,
what
it's a
looks
rock
like a
star.
polar bear, but it's a black bear, and it's sun bleached. I keep it out. We have like an outdoor patio that's kind of covered, and I keep it over the couch. And so over the years, it bleached to like a polar bear. It's my favorite thing.
It's really
Not my
blonde.
favorite thing. One of my favorite specimens.
I feel like it's gotten wiry.
It needs a good shampooing. So I was saying,
It's not soft.
Among other things, yes.
I want to give it a good shampooing, but I'm afraid if it gets wet, it's just going to fall apart.
It's gonna get stiff and fall apart on you.
You agree?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can't.
What could I
soak
do?
that.
What could I? Is there anything I could do?
You could oil it.
I did feel it.
Yeah. Maybe a little longer.
Like, what oil would you put on there, in your professional opinion?
Even McKinsey oils. There's plenty of taxidermy companies that have oils. Just a leather oil, baseball glove oil. Any kind of oil to just kind of seep into there a little bit, brush it on, and then honestly, I'd lay a mesh and then latex it, just because you see these tears over
Yeah.
time. You wear that thing, you pull it together. You need something to hold it together, otherwise it's gonna end up breaking on you eventually.
So if I shampoo it, I'm screwed.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be stiff as a rock. I mean, it's you can't, because you're rehydrating it. So unless you're gonna mount it,
No.
it's gonna it's not gonna work.
But out of sentimental value, I could latex it.
Well, you'd have to lay like a little layer of mesh over it with adhesive, like flexible adhesive.
Got it.
because that'll create a bond pretty much. It'll be like a skin on the skin, just kind of holding it. So if you go to tear this, that holds it together. And then you can like latex over that or back it with something else, whether it's felt.
Like a drywall patch.
Yeah. Like a drywall patch.
Except it's got to be flexible.
Except flexible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Do people ever bring you stuff like this in your shop?
All the time.
Do you turn them away usually if it's like...
most of the time we really, it's not because we don't want to, it's because we're so busy with other things that you know, we don't really have the time. And then our guy, like he mentioned, he passed. And
your rug guy.
Yeah, so it's like, unfortunately, we haven't found anyone yet, you know, so we mostly turn them away.
So if I came in and I was like, please, you'd turn me away.
Well,
depends how much capital you have.
Say yes.
Honestly, we take some, but then it pulls us away from bigger, more important projects sometimes.
More important.
More important than or better paying, whatever you want to say.
This looks like a passion project. It doesn't look like
I'll tell you.
I wasn't planning on getting this out, but when you guys came in, we got to talking about just this, obviously taxidermy, and it brought to mind my main problem in life right now. But I'm going to pursue. You might think it's crazy because it's probably like a lot of money for what I'm sitting here with, but I'm going to pursue this mesh adhesive solution.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? How much money am I looking at to fix that up?
I mean, it's just time, honestly. I mean, for us, $450.
Oh, that's worth it to me. It's worth it to me.
Yeah,
it's sentimental.
$650.
It's my first bear.
Like that. You know, I mean, because
That's
it's
your
a
first
simple
bear?
First bear.
wow.
Yeah.
How
That was
old?
you wouldn't have guessed it from looking at it. That was a huge bear. You couldn't even roll that sucker over.
Should have seen this thing when it started.
So, did you guys go to taxidermy school? Like, how'd you get in?
Just the old timers at Bischoff's. Yeah.
So you started out working there.
Yeah, for sure. So it was old man Larry. He was like my mentor, and he was part of some of the original Bischoffs. He was there maybe the 40s, 50s, and he's passed on. But I just came in. I was doing just music before that, and a friend of mine was like, "Hey, Gary's going out of town. Blah blah blah. Can you watch the shop?" And then I met Larry, and he was mounting a crow in the back. And he's like, "Hey, come here. You know, I'm gonna show you how to mount a crow." And I was like, "It's kind of," I was like, "This is kind of interesting." You know what I mean? And it just kind of went from there.
But you were working there though.
I was, I'd been working there for like, 4 or 5 months, and then Larry came in, and then it's just, I started picking things up while working there, and it all started coming together.
Ray, what about you?
Well, a little bit later on, he mentioned that Gary wanted to retire and they wanted to sell out. So we just jokingly said, well, let's jump in, let's buy it, because he knew the numbers. He was running the shop. So
but how long had you been there at that point?
Well, I had just been there once or twice to visit him.
Oh, so you guys were buddies?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. And how were you guys buddies?
Well, we met through music.
Like what kind of music?
Just rock music.
Like you guys like to play?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had different projects, and then he had some songs, and then I was gonna do some vocals on the songs, and then just through the years we became friends. And then I think for whatever reason we were driving by the shop one day, and I was just like, "Dude, you got to check out the shop."
Yeah.
And then he checked it out. He's like, "Oh, like wow, this is impressive. It's like a natural history museum that you can be up close with."
But you didn't know anything about taxidermy.
I mean, I knew about it, but I really, it never crossed my mind like to, get into it. Or, oh my God, like I want to learn or anything like that. I just thought it was so cool, like to see the specimen, all the species out there and beautiful. And it's like he said, you're like stepping into a museum. So it was, just so impressive. But I never really thought about how is it done, why is it done, or to really go deep into it until he mentioned that, they wanted to retire, and he said the numbers look good. So,
so he says to you,
yeah,
you're aware that taxidermy is a thing,
right?
And you like looking at it, and then Ace says, "Do you want to buy a taxidermy studio?" To which you're like, "Yeah,
let's do it. Let's jump on it."
It's the classic rock music to taxidermy pipeline.
It's a slippery slope. Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
So, we just jumped in and we got into it and I just rolled with the punches, So one time, I remember we were about to close the deal, right? And he said, hey, I'm staying late because, I wasn't really there yet, huh?
Yeah, you weren't
He
there
said,
yet.
I'm staying late. I'm skinning a coyote. And I said, hold on. I'll go over there and let me do it. So I just show up in the evening and started skinning a coyote. He was kind of showing me around. So that's kind of my first try at actually doing,
How many people, what is the, Bischoff's at the time, what was the scale of the business?
I mean, employee-wise?
Yeah, or just whatever. Like what you're cranking out, what kind of work and...
I mean, it's hard to say because it just depends on the size of the project. So sometimes it'll be like a big movie project and they want like an animatronic cow that's laying outside with a lot of servos and stuff going on. So that...
a lot of what?
Servos and just electronics.
Mechanical, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be like a, RV, whatever, those little motors. And then, so that project takes a lot more time. You know what I mean? So it just depends. And we're doing a lot of things at the same time. So you'll see a mount being done, a pet being finished. You'll see a
hunting mount being done.
Yeah.
A pet being finished.
right.
Yeah.
A fake life-size bear that's 10 foot, being fabricated for something where they don't want to use real fur for whatever reason. So like we have a bunch of different projects going on at the same time.
In a studio.
In a studio. Yeah, exactly.
But how many people were working there?
Depends on projects. Normally about
So you'd bring
7,
them
8.
in. You bring them in depending on what's going on.
Yeah. So on average, like 6. 6 is kind of like our straightforward number. But then we bring in subcontractors on electronics. There's phenomenal sculptors, Jesse. We got a lot of people who are just great.
Mold makers and things.
Yeah.
It depends on how big the project and how our time frame. So sometimes, the studios, the movies are always like, can you have it by Friday? And it's like, sure.
Yeah, that's like when I call Seth's wife about artwork.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys have like other than music? Did you work in like another? I mean, were you in art like a physical? Did you sculptor or painting or drawing, or did you have a mechanical background?
I have a mechanical background.
Okay, yeah.
So I used to have a smoke check station in California. We do emission inspections for vehicles, so they don't pollute. So I had a license. I was a technician, so
you were handy. With
I was handy, and
yeah.
I did go to school for the electronics, like low voltage stuff. So that kind of came in handy when it came down to servos and mechanical stuff and electronic stuff. So it was an easy
on the
transition.
average day, you guys could be mounting a buck from some Joe Blow that brought a buck in that killed one hunting to like making stuff for movies.
Yeah, sometimes he's working on that or on a taxidermy piece, and I'll be working on a structure for a dead dog or something that they're gonna need.
Wow,
That's so interesting.
So and then we do. He does the final details. I'll get him ready for just for the final painting and brushing and details. So we kind of like switch over it, like.
Yeah, so we got to see him. I mean, like he could weld. He does all the other stuff. A lot of that kind of stuff. I do more. I do like the finish work, the airbrush, and all that kind of stuff. But
God, I want to get a job down there, man.
At least an internship for a while.
Yeah,
it's interesting. I mean, it's challenging because every time we start from scratch and we gotta figure out. Every time's a little different because they always want some different. It's
sure.
It's rare when we do like the same thing, like the same kind of prop. So they always want something special about it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Let's back up to music for 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Blizzard of Oz just died.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
Yes.
So if I just give me thumbs up, thumbs down.
Mm-hmm.
War Pigs.
Yeah. I'll give it
Good.
that.
Crazy Train.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good.
That's all.
Let the record show that to both of those questions, they responded
Thank
in
you,
the
Randall.
affirmative with a thumbs up.
War Pigs was like a tentative. It was like they thought about it, but Crazy Train was like a.
Yes.
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. War Pigs is from.
Okay, let me hit you with this one. Him doing all them stupid reality shows.
Oh,
man,
I don't
that
know
was,
about that.
They didn't thumb it, but that felt like a thumb down to me.
I'll go between. I
You
think
don't
he
want to
gained
speak ill of the
fans
dead.
that he didn't
It
have.
was somewhat entertaining, but
The Osbournes is very entertaining.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
never watched it. I could tell you a long 15-minute story about a Crazy Train that involves me and Craig Kemp from high school, but I'm not gonna. Some other time. It'll be like an addendum.
That leaves us wanting more.
It'll be like an appendix. We should start doing appendixes on the show.
Oh,
Post-credit
yeah.
scenes.
Yeah,
yeah.
like an appendix. Like
Yeah.
after the show, you do the parts that you couldn't fit in there.
Yeah.
Footnotes.
Yeah.
How does the movie? Trust me, I want to get to like just the emotional aspects of the pet trade, or the pet business. But how does movie business come to you? Do you know what I mean like who comes to you? Is it an agent? Is it a director? Like how do they explain their vision?
I mean, everybody reaches out, whether it's prop master, whether it's anybody in the production will reach out. I mean, at this point, I think it's established enough. I mean, even long before we were there, or Gary and Mary were there, the previous owners, that they just give us a call. Literally, it's just, we pick up the phone, Bischoff's, and they'll be like, hey, we're working on the show. We need a fake pig. Someone's got to stab it. There's got to be blood coming out the other side. We got to drag it, make it flexible, make it heavy. Yeah. The actor does, you know what I mean? And then they'll be like, but we need it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, great. And then you got to figure it out.
yeah. And then we tell them, yeah, we need at least 2 weeks, and then they're still working on it. And then 5 days go by, and they give us a green light. So. For the same deadline,
Oh
my gosh.
Well, they go back and forth and figuring things out.
Yeah.
So.
Are you able to can you name some films that people might have seen some of your stuff in?
Yeah, for sure. We did Westworld. We worked on Landman,
Yellowstone,
a lot of Yellowstone stuff. All the 1923, a lot of the television stuff we definitely worked on.
Huh.
I was just in. What were those snakes for? I forgot. The thing is, by the time the shows come out, I don't even know what it was for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes we don't even know the show. We just have the production company name, and we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know the show
so
name.
you never like follow along.
No, I mean,
it's out of your life, and you're just.
Are you
Yeah.
ever watching a show and you're like, oh, no
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what we find out.
Yeah.
We'll be watching something on Netflix, and oh shit, that's that's us.
that's
Like,
cool.
yeah.
Now, if some blood comes out of that pig going left to right, that's it.
So do you often, because of the rules in filmmaking,
Mhm.
and I know it's not a hard and fast rule, but there are ways, when you started seeing Once Upon a Time, you started seeing like no animals were harmed in the making of the movie.
Mhm.
Does that how does that fit into your work? Meaning, if you have an old specimen that was already dead from another reason, are you able to use it, or does everything have to be synthetic?
No. So, it's just pretty much you didn't kill it for the purpose of the film.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if we had an old hide, for example, like even we've had donated hides from like the Wolf Conservation Center, say for example, when they naturally pass, they'll be like, you guys can process because otherwise we're just gonna do a cremation.
Yeah.
So we'll save the hide, and we can use that hide, and it's not, we didn't kill it for the purpose of the film. We just had the hide.
Yeah, like in a movie when they're eating a steak,
Right.
Exactly.
they didn't go out and
Yeah. But someone else did. Same with us. Someone else did.
so you guys don't like go get the rifles and go try to figure out what's going to happen. Hit me with the pig one, okay? So they want, there's a pig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They need a pig. They want a pig. Oh, I was just watching the other. It was a Corsican movie. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, in it, they got a pig hanging there.
Okay.
It's about Corsicans.
Oh, I saw that. Is it like a gangster? Like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
the
What the
father's
hell's the name of the movie?
The father is involved in like local mafia, and then
Yeah.
it's like
the
his daughter.
The Corsican mob.
I forget the name of that film.
Either way, in it,
Mhm.
they got a pig. They show up. There's a pig in a truck. Pretty soon, the pig's hanging there.
Yeah.
So you get a call about a pig. Like, or let me just let me give you a fake example. Because you already brought up the pig. Let me bring up one. Like, I say I'm doing a movie. A guy, the protagonist, hits a deer at night with his car, and it's a key part of the movie that he hits a deer at night. So we need a deer. He needs to hit it. It needs to be that there it is on the road. There's going to be quite a bit of focus on the deer because of the plot. Where do you start? Like, how would you think about that problem?
Well, I mean, that's probably an easier one because there's a lot of deer hides we have.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
No, I mean, just truthfully, I mean, it's not something super exotic that you're looking for.
Okay.
You know, and then we just see the hide, see what they want, if they need it to move or be flexible.
So we'll probably start with the two of them for the purpose of, you know, you're gonna shoot it. You get a frame when he's gonna get hit by the car.
Yep.
You want it to be standing, right?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Like in a scene like that, where there's like a standing deer,
Yes.
a deer like flying through the air,
Yes.
and then like a dead deer.
Yeah. So that we would
there's
probably
multiple deer.
Yeah, there's multiple deer. Obviously,
I see.
If you're gonna get out of the car and then drag it somewhere, and obviously it has to be flappy, kind of freshly dead, killed, you know, whatever. So you need a flappy one. So you would need a couple of them. At least two of them.
And when you
And
have
you're
a
making it look like, obviously you got to make it look banged up.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to do the
definitely.
blood, the guts, the whole. We do like silicone. So we'll make molds, we'll sculpt pieces, and then lay silicone, paint that up. Then you can put blood over that, and then it just looks gruesome when you go up to it. You know.
When it's floppy, what are you stuffing it with?
Well, so we.
Or is that a trade secret?
It's kind of a
Okay.
secret, but we try. We try to keep it, you know, the structure of or the anatomy as close as possible. So
Yeah,
that kind of
okay.
we learned that,
Yeah.
you know, through a lot of the ones that weren't so good at
Trial
the
and error.
beginning. Trial and
Trial and
error. So
error.
we learned that we need to have the anatomy kind of, you know, certain parts need to be like really
More firm,
Structural
and less firm.
structural
Uh-huh,
firm
yeah.
than yeah. So
Interesting.
Especially
it's
like
kinda-
the hips and the shoulders. I
yeah,
think.
and the head obviously.
Huh? It's like a new kind of mount. I know John Hayes does like soft coyotes, and we have a soft bobcat.
Mhm.
But
He always
you know,
wants
it's
them to
like
look
curled
alive.
up, right?
He doesn't want them to
right,
look.
Yeah.
right. But I'm just wondering, like, you know, who knows? Maybe you want a different kind of, you want a floppy,
Yeah.
I don't know, roan at home that you just got in
Yeah.
Tanzania. Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I know a guy that has a full sable and a full roan hide.
Okay.
Wow, those
So if
are
you get a
nice.
movie call,
Hey.
Oh, definitely.
if you get a movie call, come talk to me.
And he might be willing to trade them for a mesh backer and a bit of latex.
Okay.
All
I
right.
mean, like professionally done, fleshed and salted,
Okay.
Nice.
everything down to the nut sack.
Wow.
Tanned and ready to go.
No, not tan,
Not
salted.
tan.
Okay, right.
Oh,
Salty.
No,
Right.
just keep me in mind.
Never know.
So let's say we do this deer. We're going to do this deer thing,
Mhm.
as I described.
Yeah.
I don't want to pry,
Yeah.
but I'm like, hey, what should I budget for this? Now, don't
Yeah.
just like, are we talking? I don't want to pry.
Yeah.
But he's prying.
Okay, no, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way.
Talk about it in the number of figures.
No, yeah, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
I go and say, hey, I just killed a nice buck. I want a full body mount of my buck to display in my house, and I want it to look like the second before I shot it.
Mhm.
Alive and well. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I come with the same deer, and I say, hey, I want it to look like I just ran it over, but bad. Which of these projects is more expensive?
As long as you bring it and you give us a good amount of time, they would both be, you know, I mean, it'd be cheaper to get you a busted up looking thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
For sure.
Yeah, but you got to make all the latex.
But we already have all the molds and everything for it. So you know what I mean? And we do it so often that it's just,
You don't have to like
That's-
resculpt
Yeah,
guts
exactly.
And you're
stuff.
probably not doing a ton of detail work
No.
with something like that.
yeah.
Not
We just
really,
throw
no.
dirt on it if you want it really messed
Then you bill when they read their invoice. There's a line item for dirt.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that business, which is very different. You had traditional taxidermy, which people kind of understand that.
Yeah.
How in the world, like in Bischoff's history, how did the pet?
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
you can continue. Continue talking.
In company history.
Mm-hmm.
What was the moment that someone said, like we're laughing about Corinne asked John Hayes, do you do pets?
Yeah.
John Hayes says no. Mm-hmm. What was the moment in Bischoff history? Mm-hmm. What? Okay, tell me the name of it. It's animal. It's not called Bischoff's. It's
Bischoff's. Yeah, Bischoff's is the name of the company, and the animal kingdom is just like the slogan that goes with.
I got it.
Yeah.
At what point in Bischoff history was it? The answer is yes.
Well, I think Roy Rogers' trigger was done at our shop.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, that was a pet.
And
Roy
also,
Rogers' horse?
Yeah,
Yes.
Everett mounted it. Yeah, at our shop many years ago.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That is incredible.
And also Buck. Remember
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Fuck as well.
I mean, if you walked up on that,
I'd kick it.
you'd have no.
It's like, wake up.
You would have let the record show that there's now
A dog.
a stuffed dog.
Wow.
What kind of
As
dog
if
is that?
it's-
A pug?
No, it's a Frenchie. It's a
Frenchie.
French bull,
There's a stuffed Frenchie on the table that is sleeping,
And it looks
and it
very
looks
real.
Yeah, it's got wrinkles and
You got a picture of me sitting here, Randall?
yeah.
Whose heart is this?
That's a client's heart, actually. Yeah, it's a free
It's a dog's heart.
That's that dog's heart.
He wanted his dog's heart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile.
After saying that.
So how do you do that? Is it freeze dried or something?
Yeah, freeze dried. Yeah.
So I had a question about that.
So I got a lot of questions.
You
Yeah,
could grind
yeah.
that up and eat it.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, not with what we inject it with, but
Oh, you inject it.
perhaps.
The strange part about the heart to me is like if I took my dog to you and said I want my heart, and obviously we can't, these are your clients, so we don't. But like when they get it back, they're like, "Oh, I've never seen that before."
Yeah, I've never seen my heart. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
You never get a good look at your own heart.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, they've seen it done. They've seen the sample, so
Yeah.
they get a good idea of what they're getting. So
Yeah.
Man.
That is.
I could see Tracker
Oh, yeah.
getting done like that.
And it wouldn't be that different than the way it is now.
Yeah.
It just kind of lays there
I
a lot of times.
mean, yeah, I was going to say, I spend, when I'm at home, I spend 95% of my time around sleeping dogs.
yeah.
You
And
can spend 100% of your
And I
time
can't-
around sleeping
but
dogs
like-
now.
I could never tell you that wasn't a live dog.
Dude, that is
There's
an
nothing about
amazing
it.
bit
That's
of work.
crazy.
That's freeze dried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's a
Okay.
yeah. We do a little bit of everything. It's
I just
mixed.
wanna
It's like
pet
a
'em.
weird. Yeah.
So what
Wow.
what is the freeze, like, could you explain the freeze drying process? I mean, I think most people are familiar with like standard taxidermy. You're tanning the hide, you're
Right.
putting it over a mold, then you're molding and painting and stuff like that. But what is the freeze dry process? Like you start with a dead dog,
Right.
and what do you do?
So we prep it. Obviously, we got to do some skinning.
Yeah.
In our case, all the organs and fatty tissue has to be removed because those things don't freeze dry well, except, obviously if you do it separately. But so we prep them. We actually cast a mold out of their body. So we have the same,
Oh, wow.
the perfect same dog's
Oh.
body. So that's how you get to
The
replicate.
dimension, so you know where to end up.
Yeah. So, but the head, the skull is still there. It's intact. The legs.
All the skeletal structure remains.
Yeah, the skeletal structure.
Like that
remains.
leg will freeze dry good because there's just nothing to it.
Right.
It's just fats and oils is what makes it difficult in the freeze dryer. So you got to get rid of pretty much fats and oils. Just don't freeze dry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. And then we sometimes we'll 3D scan and then digitally print some of the like the body portions and stuff like that. Because we're big on 3D printers and scanners because we got quite a few of them just for the film industry.
Huh.
If they want like a quick paw that matches something, we can
Just
3D print it. You know what I mean? And then figure that out. So we've meshed a lot of different industries into what we do.
the pets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose dog is this?
This is I don't know if he wants to be named, but it's a client.
It's a client's dog. Does he know it's here?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It really,
Aw.
it really is.
Dude, that dog looks like it's laying there sleeping.
Yeah.
He's
I'm getting all emotional.
Yeah.
thinking of all the moments.
Yeah.
Think about your own
It's
dog.
like he's laying there
sitting
thinking
on
about
the-
when
oh
he was
my
alive.
gosh.
Doesn't it look like that?
How big
Wow.
of a dog? Like, does the size matter?
It does. Obviously, bigger dogs, it's a lot more work, and it takes a lot longer in the actual freeze dryer.
You should see Corinne's dogs.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah?
Dude,
Great Dane and my
Oh my
Newfoundland is
God.
upstairs,
Oh,
so
wow.
they both
How many pounds? But
one at 120 and
Yeah.
130 something.
Yeah.
So
He's
we're
calculating how much time it's in the freezer.
No, we just got one in.
He's working up an invoice.
yeah.
Someone came in from the East Coast with these, and it was about 160 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the biggest
Oh,
so
wow.
far.
What kind of
This
dog
came
is
in
that?
like a bear.
It's in
You want him
Newfoundland.
frozen, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing is people sometimes. I mean, they're not. It's not like a hunter who knows what they're doing the prep work for, so
Yeah.
they don't know to freeze. So
Oh.
there's times where like they've,
You're
just
mourning.
ship
Good
a dog.
morning, and
and they take
they
their
just
time.
have him out for 24 hours or
Hair
Mm.
starts to
Yeah.
slip.
yeah.
Latex.
Hmm.
And age, honestly, age. Sometimes they lose a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And we got to be honest with you. If you bring in a 17-year-old
Yeah.
dog who lost X amount of pounds, and you show me a photograph of when they were 3-4 years old,
Yeah.
we can add a bit of weight, but we got to be realistic about.
Yeah, but that goes in Hollywood. That goes on all the time. Get it?
Yeah. Trying to make him look good. Yeah. I mean,
If we had a band, this is where they would play.
yeah.
Hey, we've got two musicians in the room.
Yeah.
There you go.
Huh. All right. I don't even know where to begin.
That's just it's wild. It's
It
wild.
looks great.
Thanks.
Back when I was I don't know where things stand in taxidermy now, but when I was younger, it would be like you just order all these molds. I mean, like let's say you do whitetail deer,
Mhm.
right? You just order a mold, right?
Right.
Yeah.
For the most part, I mean, like for most work, be that you go on to taxidermy.com
Mhm.
and it's like head tip, shoulder mount,
Right.
looking right.
Yeah.
But in your guys, there's no.
Yeah, that's why
You don't be
taxidermists
like,
don't,
what kind of dog
want
is
to
this?
get into it.
What is this
Frenchie.
dog?
Frenchie.
Yeah, so there's
A French what?
no forms
No
pre-made.
French bulldog.
No French bulldog.
No.
Yeah, you don't go French bulldog, 25 pounds,
No.
Yeah.
sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4-inch nose to eye.
Yeah.
The cute little
17
paw
inch
cross thing that he used to do.
Yeah. So that's where I think the big difference is. There's nothing pre-made or there's nothing we can order that's
It's
out
all
there.
from scratch.
It's all from scratch.
Yeah.
Mm.
His
Everything.
little heads on his little paw with the little
look at the little
it's
cheek-
like
little
like
cheek
cheek
flap.
extra
Yeah, the cheek
skin.
Yeah.
So is the
Wow.
first step. So he never you never sent this to get tanned.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
That's where the freeze dryer kind of takes over. The freeze drying kind of is like the tanning process, but it's done by the removing the moisture off and kind of. It's pretty much the same result.
Yeah, I mean,
Obviously, this is brittle. It's. I mean, it's stiff.
Yeah.
When
But
you
would you expect that this will last?
oh
yeah,
Decades.
because we
Decades,
do
yeah.
a little bit of a weird hybrid thing.
Mhm.
We make sure that if you just put this in a freeze dryer without doing kind of like the hybrid thing that we do with it, it wouldn't last.
Got it.
Because fats and oils they're not going to
Mhm.
freeze dry. It's
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You'll 2-3 years you'll have slippage. You'll have
Start falling
mud line.
apart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But when here's a
Are those like
I-
the actual ears?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
no insert in there.
No insert.
No insert.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so when you thaw an animal out,
Mhm.
is the clock like the clock's ticking now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm just curious. Like without it, how are you hustling so much to wind up with something so realistic with like the proper folds in its neck and all that? Like once you thaw it out and you got to start working on it. I mean,
Yeah. So we.
you have how many hours, days till it's got to be kind of like done.
So we start working on, let's say, start on it today, and you get to a certain point, and then you put it back in the refrigerator. So next day we pull it out.
Okay.
And you continue until probably 2 days. It's what it
Yeah,
takes.
2 3 days. I mean, you gotta keep it cool. You gotta keep it frozen. So
Right.
I mean, it's not like you got to get it all done now.
Yeah, not at one
I
go.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I could start on it, have it pretty much ready to go. Maybe I got the mold, and then I'm like, okay, wait, it's Friday. I want to go have a good weekend, whatever it is. Pop it in the freezer. Then maybe Sunday night come out, pull it over to the fridge. By tomorrow morning, Monday morning, it's thawed
It's
out,
ready
and
to
now we
go.
can go to the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How distraught are people when they bring you their pets?
Well, we get a variety of people. Some people are just normal, not too emotional. Some people are really emotional. Sometimes even when they call, we understand. So we try to be, empathetic to their situation. And so that's kind of a different, it's like we're talking about going back from a deer to a pet to a fake thing. So
Yeah.
To an animal.
you're on the
Emotional
phone and you're on
whiplash.
so you're on the
Yeah.
phone with someone that wants a snake for a show, and then the next call is someone crying over the dog, over their pet.
Yeah.
So it's
a range of emotions.
yeah, it's a range of emotions. And also when they come in, we have people from the studios come in checking out, hey, I want to look at your crows. And they're going, and then we got someone bringing on, their pet. It's
Yeah,
it's a
that's
very
crazy.
contrasting,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Different energy.
Jeez.
different energy with different clients.
Yeah. So we made a little there's like a little side pet room, almost like morning when you bring a pet in.
Yeah.
You go to this private room and you kind of, you can sit there, take your time, just so it doesn't take away from your experience. I don't want a studio person to come in just like, hey man, how's it going, Ace?
Yeah, and
just
you got
ruin
like
the
some
vibe.
old lady
Yeah.
crying over there with
Yeah.
a cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
picture that.
Yeah.
Do you wash the hides on those dogs?
Thoroughly.
Yeah, we do.
A lot of
Because
washing.
if I did my dog, I'd want it to smell like my dog, like kind of half
You
rotten.
might have to get a
Yeah.
spray bottle.
We could
Keep
do
some
it.
dead fish in a spray bottle.
Nice
We'll give you a
little
discount.
This is gonna be a tricky one. I don't want you guys to damage your business or anything.
Mhm.
There's got to be, right? Like people are gonna have expectations,
Mhm.
and then they're gonna come in, and you gotta be like, here it is,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna respond.
Yeah.
That seems to me fraught. That seems to me like that's got to be a tricky moment. You got to be having your fingers crossed
Well, at this
that they're
point,
going to be like, "Oh, perfect,"
yeah,
and not some other emotion because again, it's emotional.
it is.
Yeah. It's different. Yeah.
Well, so far we haven't had a
No,
bad
no.
experience, so we're pretty
Yeah.
confident. So now when people come in and pick up their pets, we're pretty confident they'll be,
Oh.
happy.
Oh, dude, if I own this dog, I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
I don't know if the son bitch slept like that, but I'd still.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pick your pose. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So if your pet sleeps a different way,
You can
just
pick your pose.
we just get
Because people got
photographed.
pictures of their dogs
Yes.
sleeping.
Oh
Probably.
yeah,
Mm.
and I always say like 1 to 3 pictures. Because sometimes they'll send me like an album of 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, people love to
And
send
I'm
us.
like, so which one do you want?
Yeah.
Damn it. One for the body pose.
Yeah.
One for the
the-
facial expression.
If you guys did my dog, it'd be super easy because when my dog sleeps, it just looks dead anyway.
Yeah.
So it'd just be like, just make it look like a dead dog.
Could we get it between Ace and Ray just for like a really nice,
Yeah.
clean shot of it? 'Cause
Yeah.
we've gotten some good shots, but not the whole body or anything like that, just for the
Yeah.
audience.
Is it okay to slide it? I don't know
Yeah.
how one handles a
Nah, you
stuffed
can pop
dog.
it up over. Yeah.
Oh, even the bottom. Show the bottom of that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah, because you can't round
God,
it
that
out.
dog looks great.
Phil, is that good?
That
Yeah.
looks great. Yeah.
It's really kind of spooky how,
That makes me want to get our dog stuffed.
yeah.
See, that's the thing with people.
I'm like, Tracker, come with me.
Killed for the making of this
The
product.
difference is you want to get them stuff today.
Yeah, so
Oh.
people, it's not for everyone, Some people
No, of
get,
course not.
They have a negative reaction to the actual aspect of
Sure.
preserving your
Oh,
pet.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
You're dealing with a
Yeah.
fraction of pet owners.
Yes, and but
Yeah.
people don't realize when they see the final product, when the final outcome, it kind of changed their perspective on how to look at the actual process.
Yeah.
or the just the thought of
And then also we do have we have a bunch of other options. So like a common person will come in. We have an aquamation machine, for example, so you can just do the ashes, and we have an artist that can get you a custom portrait. We can do the podcast. So a lot of people go for like the generic normal kind of preservations, and then some people do like a partial preservation. Some people just want the skull bronzed. Honestly.
Did you just say a paw cast?
Yeah. So
I thought he said a podcast.
I know, I thought so, but I knew he didn't. But I thought that's what a podcast. Yeah. Oh, just like an imprint for him.
Exactly. We do like bronze, podcasts, or I mean, and then some people want the skull. They want like a bronze skull, so we'll do that as well. Really, everybody has. I mean, that's the way the heart came about. One person asked
that's
for it.
Like Vincent Price or something wanted that. Like who wanted that?
I can't even remember who the first person. Yeah, it was. But then it like somehow other people started to know about it, and then we just said, well, we might as well.
Same thing with the paw. I remember someone just asked, oh my God, I would just love to get his paw preserved. So like, okay, well, we'll do it.
Yeah, but unless it has that yeasty smell. That's. I mean, for me, that's the main attraction of a dog's paw.
I mean, come on.
I'm wondering about like,
just dust some Fritos on
because there are certain animals I feel like out there, like wild animals, game animals, that when you taxidermy them, they don't ever really have like the full magic. You know,
they're dead.
Yeah, I know, but like this, like if you saw a mountain lion like that, or so, I'm sort of wondering about like the bleed over between this freeze dry technique and what we think of as traditional taxidermy. Like,
why are people not doing? Well, I guess they do, because I remember I used to sell otters to a guy that would freeze dry them and sell them long time ago.
Well, like that,
they didn't look like that. I can tell you
bear
that.
paw would be wild.
Yeah, I mean, you can do.
Oh yeah, can you do bear paw?
Yeah, we can do bear paw. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is just
a great mount.
Yeah, some of the chambers, a lot of the freeze dried chambers just aren't too huge, so you got a size issue,
right.
And then also like the amount of space that you do. We could fit 15 of these guys in one chamber. If we fit in a mountain lion, we're going to charge you a lot of money for that mountain lion to sit there for 4 months in the freeze dryer.
Well, we could have done 4 of these guys.
We could have done 4 of these guys.
Yeah, because it's filling up your real estate.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like a squirrel. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we freeze dry. I mean, I think it would be great, like if you had like a caracal cat or whatever. Like so I think. Because you'd have the skeletal structure in there, and I think that's what messes up those mounts a lot of times.
I got you.
Some of the forms are great, but not as good as a natural
so
skull.
when you order the forms, they have no detail. They're just plain, foam forms with no detail. So that's why you don't get the, the wrinkles, the expression on the actual.
That's a really good point. That like the native structure, meaning the skull, like the native structure is there.
Yes.
And the paw is like the structure is there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You got all the skeletal structure. And same thing with the faces. I mean, the face is the core of the mount. Yeah. So if you were to do any kind of wild cat, I mean, it would make more sense to have the natural skull and everything, the natural ears. Because, I've done them traditionally, but it's just, you're sculpting. Now it's up to the sculptor. It's up to the artist. I mean, it's not up to the way he really was naturally.
Yeah.
So that dog's skull is in
this
mount right here.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Is you guys married?
Yeah, we're both. Yeah, I'm married. He's married. Yeah.
What do they think about your line of work?
Well, they love it. I mean, they're okay with it. I mean, it's for us. It's interesting. It's
fascinating.
It's fascinating. Yeah. It's not like. Even when people ask, so what do you guys do? What is, it's just interesting to spark a conversation just on the fact that it's so random, so out there. Like,
I'm still fascinated by how you guys took over the business and even got into doing this at this level.
Right.
I mean, this looks incredible, amazing. And it seems like all the techniques that you've developed to apply to this work is just, it's not like you were, apprenticing for decades, and it's just
I think
mind-blowing.
I think it's a lot of the random stuff like we're talking about that every day. And I think the studio's pushed us a lot.
Yeah.
Because we've had to come up with so many ways of like how, I mean, there's times where we've sold a job and we're like, now how are we going to do it?
Yeah.
Because they want an elephant and they need it in this, you know what I mean? Like whatever it is. I'm like, okay, it's going to take this long to make the mold. We got to do the fiberglass. So I think all those freak out moments, led us to like piece it all together to be able to do something.
Do you ever do work on like time and material because you don't know what you're getting into?
We do, but we do time. I mean, we price it all out, of course, material, time. Also just what we're getting out of the way, because a lot of the studios, like I said, it's all last minute stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like the hunter just drops off, hey man, I'll pick it up in 6 months.
Yeah.
No big deal if you go 7 months. Just make sure it looks great. Yeah. Whereas the studio's like, hey, can I get progress pictures?
Yeah.
I get it, but like right now I don't want to send you a photograph of a foam form
that
looks nothing like what it's supposed to be.
And then they're gonna try to change the oh my God, I wanted and they're gonna kind of make changes while we're in the middle of the process. And then
what I meant by time and material is like in the trades, we like when I used to work for my buddy Ronnie, we would do jobs that were a bid.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, it'll be this. And if we lose money or make money, that's the price.
Right.
Or some things that were more open-ended, it'd be like, we're going to work on the project at blank dollars an hour plus our materials because we don't know what we're getting into. So you normally come back with it'll be this.
Yes.
And then you lose money or make money on how well you can fulfill.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think we got a good idea of where it's going to land. So if we say, it's going to be whatever, 6,800, they'll be like, okay, well, and we kind of know what we're making on it, with how much the latex is, the foam is, whether they're using natural hide or faux furs or whatever.
Got you.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask, what other pets have you guys done other than dogs?
Well, we do cats, hamsters, rats, rabbits, bearded
goldfish,
bearded dragons. We did do a goldfish once.
It was in the article, wasn't it?
We did.
I remember that
Once.
Hamsters.
Oh yeah, hamsters.
Yeah.
Little rats, little baby rats. Like there's, sometimes a kid will have a rat and it'll naturally pass, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, I love this," and kid will come in and we're like, "Yeah, we'll do it."
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you want. I mean,
Hollywood families.
So keep rattling off. You did a wallaby.
Pet wallaby,
wallaby.
pet emu, horses. We've done horses, of course.
Ooh, geez.
But now horses are done traditionally because it's just you don't want to freeze dry.
Yeah, there is no
And you say it was Roy. You guys did Roy Rod. Your company did Roy Rogers.
We did in Everett. He was a taxidermist at the time who did it. He did.
Yeah, you guys weren't even born yet.
No, he was amazing. Yeah.
I think it's still at a museum somewhere, right?
They sold it in auction. It's, I think, somewhere in the Midwest now. I think it's sold for like $250,000. I don't know, something like that.
Have you ever done a pet cow?
We did it. Yeah, we do that every once in a while. We do
the two-headed calf.
That's a two-headed calf that was natural. That was a stillborn or whatever it was. We did that for somebody as well. A lot of longhorn. You know what I mean? Just your natural, like they'll keep the hide, and then we'll just do the head mount.
Well, how many pieces are coming out of your studio every year?
I don't know.
Well,
is there something out the door every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Pets,
what?
Definitely.
Oh my God.
Yeah, pets. And I think we have rentals too. So we have so that's another weird thing. Yeah. So somebody will come in and then we have a big showroom with everything you can think of. So we have a bunch of fake stuff. We have a bunch of real stuff. So you can come in and you'll find like a lion paw that's hinged where it'll swipe. So if you're working on a commercial for whatever and you need that, they'll just be like, oh, perfect. That's the one I want. Boom, pick it up. We'll ring you up. You'll bring it back. It's a week rental. Drop it back off. That's all it is. Yeah.
How many employees you got now?
It's like 6, 7. 7.
Oh, okay.
7,
Yeah.
And then a list of subcontractors.
Yes.
That just seems incredible, though.
How explain the subcontractor thing? There's like guys out there that have these particular skill sets.
Yes.
And what are they doing when they're not doing the work for you?
Well, they work for other studios.
Oh, okay.
So they're like constantly either one studio to another.
And that doesn't cause problems for you?
Well,
no, not necessarily.
Not really, because we have we have a list of many. So if one's not available, we go to the next one, and eventually things will work out.
Give me an example of give me an example. Give me an example of a guy that's not on staff, who you call for special assignments. Like what? I don't understand.
It would be more like sculpting.
Yeah, so like David Grasso, he's a phenomenal sculptor.
Okay.
Great. So I think he was the one who sculpted, I think, the snakes for
Landman.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
For what?
For Landman. So he
Okay, yeah.
digitally sculpted the snake, like the whole snake was digitally sculpted. He sent us the file. So he worked from home on that thing.
Yeah.
On the computer, he digitally sculpted the whole thing to our measurements, to everything. We went back and forth. And he sent us the file. We 3D printed the file, made a mold out of it,
And then,
silicone casted the snakes so that they're flexible, put wiring or whatever they wanted to do in them. And he'll float around. So then he'll do projects for another studio. But these are effect studios that he mostly works with.
Okay.
So it's like Hollywood studios where they'll call him and now he's got a sculpt for the new whatever film that's coming out. So he just floats around. So for us, it's not like, oh, they're taking our sculptor. It's no, I mean, everybody can do what you do,
yeah.
That's cool. I didn't get to that episode yet in Landman. I just started watching it. So Billy
yeah.
Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those snakes. I watched that one.
You guys ever do a Black Mamba?
Black Mom, years.
In Kill Bill, there's a Black Mamba in there, but it's alive. But then there's like obviously some of your guys' work is not your work, but someone's work is in there.
Might have been Gary at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I have to ask you about cloning, which I saw on your website. It says inquire about cloning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't do that in house.
Right.
But there's a company in Texas. It's called Viagen, right?
Yeah. So there's a company in Texas called Viagen.
I've read about them.
They're amazing. I mean, they do great work. So we take the samples. We're just affiliates with them. We help them out, and they help us out. So a client will come in. The most important thing, though, is you can't freeze the pet. So the pet, say your pet naturally passes away and you wanted to clone them. You can refrigerate them, but you can't freeze the pet because it'll crystallize the sample, and they won't be able to get the DNA.
Okay.
So that's one step that sometimes people kind of skip up on, and then they won't be able to do the cloning. But we just take 5 samples, so it'll be generally a couple from the ear, you know what I mean? Small little samples. We put them in little vials and we overnight them to them. But because if we're doing the full preservation, we need to take those from specific hidden spots. So sometimes when the vet does it, they do it from like the top back. And then we get, and then they want to preserve their pet.
It's got a dimple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's like, and then they take huge samples when you only need like tiny little samples because they're not thinking about the preservation. They're just thinking about getting a good sample.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we take them from like for example, if I was to take from here, I'd go from like the inner hip. You can't see it. It's already tucked. The inside of the ear, really deep in the ear canal where you can't see it, areas like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever done a pig getting suckled by all of its little piglets?
We did do the little piglets. Remember?
We did. Oh,
Jesse sculpted those little piglets.
I'd like that.
Hey, we
Like
have
a
a
big
pig.
old pig getting suckled by its piglets.
We have 2 fetuses in the freezer.
You should give them to those guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve killed a pregnant sow in Texas a few years ago, and then we vac sealed a couple of we still
Little
have
fetuses.
the fetuses.
Wow. Interesting.
I'll sell them to you.
Do you have people
Rental.
come in just to gawk?
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough because you're in the middle, of working, but it's, it's nice. It's a compliment because people just want to, some people go into town and be like, hey, I heard about this place. And they'll just roam around. The thing is nothing's roped off at our shop.
Oh.
So you can actually walk up to the polar bears, to the tigers, to the lions, and, just hang out with them, take a photograph with them, whatever. It's not like a natural history museum where you're roped off with a scene in the background.
Yeah.
It's like, now you can actually come in and feel what a polar bear feels like.
Huh.
That's cool.
Gee.
I'm surprised you guys can pull this off with only 6 or 7 people. I mean, who answers the phone?
It's between me and him.
You
And
guys
then
are like, hello?
While we're working on everything. So
It's
That's incredible.
I mean, we've had some front desk people, but it's difficult because they go into their spiel so fast sometimes that there was a lot of relay. You know what I mean? Between like everything especially when they wanted a custom, say for example, and it just takes so long to get somebody trained up to really take on that position of knowing how to, because you got to be creative on the spot. They're going to be like, hey, this deer's got to get hit, but he's got to have a hinge and his arm's got to twitch at the end. And we need it like by Friday. So what do you got?
yeah.
And then, front desk is just going to be like,
It's my first day.
So we don't have that,
I'm new here.
The front desk is like, let me go get Ace. Yeah. You're on the phone anyways.
Right.
Exactly.
It's not like ordering a pizza. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So because of that, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just pick it up and be like, hey, yep, we'll have it by Friday. It's this much. We'll do it with this whatever servo. We'll make a little clamp thing for it. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of it's we need to train someone, but it's gonna take months,
Yeah.
We tried.
I mean, and it's very difficult.
Oh my
So at this point, if you had to if you had to pursue one path, the film business or the pet business, like which are you more in love with?
Well,
In love
with the studios.
or consistency of.
Yeah, but
What's consistent?
Well, it used to be the studios, but then the strikes started happening, then COVID started happening. So that kind of made the industry go up and down. And then you got CGI, you got AI.
Oh, that
coming
shit's coming
in.
for you.
Yeah.
You know
that's
what I mean?
coming.
So I think at this point, the smart move would be leaning towards this.
Yeah.
Here towards this, here towards the studios because it's fun and you're just doing cool projects.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see that.
Yeah.
Do you feel that getting pets stuffed or taxidermied or taxidermy? What word do you guys use?
We use preserved.
Preserved. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the sort of line, the graph line on pet preservation?
Well,
it's not. There's no way it's stable.
No. Well, I mean, it's actually
It's pretty consistent.
it's pretty
Is it
consistent.
really?
Yeah.
It's consistent and growing, I'll tell you that.
And
much.
for the last
So it's up. It's a gradual up.
last 5 years, it's been significantly up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think people think of the old ways of doing it because we have mounts at the shop that were done dogs, from the 30s and 40s. These bad plaster, just
Like newspaper coming out of their ears and stuff. Yeah.
you could see
Their
the
faces.
Excelsior just kind of like wire poking out the side and stuff. And I think people think of that. So I think until it gets ingrained in their mind that like you actually are going to get your pet to look like your pet, it's going to take time for people to see. And I think it's slowly starting to come out with social media and everybody being like, oh, wait, actually, that does look good.
I mean,
and also people now, like more and more and more, not that you get your relatives stuffed, but people now more and more act like pets are
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a much more of a trend right now to have a dog and pretend it's like a person.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
But that falls apart because you don't get people stuffed, preserved.
Some people do. And
Is
it's
that
not-
legal?
I think I've seen it done a couple times, not in the U.S. No. We get calls for it. I mean,
We don't know if someone's calling, if it's real or they just messing with us,
Yeah.
but they've asked,
yeah.
What do you say? Just not our business.
Not
It's
now.
not real.
No.
I mean, I think there was a story of a girl who she called and I think she got it done. She had to get an arm amputated.
No, I've
that's
seen
right.
those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she wanted to get a skeletal articulation of the arm. You
Yeah,
know,
people send us those pictures
Yeah.
of their arm
There-
skeletons done and
I think there
whatnot.
was a guy
Had his finger
who
done.
had his finger done, and it was like the Michigan hello,
Yeah.
or it was something.
He just had his
else.
finger on a pedestal.
Oh, okay.
He had
wow.
it stuffed,
Yeah,
preserved.
exactly.
Wow.
But you don't want to do that work.
That's not that we don't. It's just, we just haven't. It's just not on our radar yet.
Well, you
No.
think it's stressful to have someone come in and look at the pet for the first
Yeah.
time and be like,
So
"You nailed it,"
Dude, your finger, damn sure
Yeah,
that looked like.
yeah.
or your uncle.
Oh, that'd be true. Yeah, if you had your uncle done, and you're like, I
Yeah.
want him to look like he did when he was reading.
And you're like, "Hey, just so you know, we've never done this before."
Yeah.
I tell you though, I'm blown away by the quality of that dog. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we've been like having a couple laughs about stuff. I mean, just from a technical standpoint, that dog is incredible.
The minute I saw it, it changed my entire perspective on the
Right.
idea of stuffing a pet.
Right. Yeah, that happens
Like in
a
an
lot.
instant.
Yeah. What you don't have, and it's probably it's a trade-off. It's because it's so perfect. You can't get the feeling of having stuffed it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then it's not gonna, you know what I mean? It's like, it's either like is it going to be soft and squishy, or is it going to look like absolutely like a dog?
Right.
Yeah, sometimes people want to do like a soft version of their pet. Thing is, we'll do it for television and film, but with a pet, it just won't last. So
I see.
We get requests for it all the time, and I'm just like,
I
you
guess-
can't get the structure.
Yeah,
you know?
and I guess people kind of love the thought of you know, having their kind of like cuddly pet, like you're saying, fluffy, you know. It sounds good in theory, but yeah, when it comes down to the technicals and the durability and also looks, it's not gonna look good. You know what I'm saying?
Thing is, these hips, like for example, like you got this with these hips, those tan hides that are sitting in this room right now, you'd have to soak them to get a good stretch to be able to get full hips, right? To get a soft tan, you can't soak them.
Yeah.
So you're never going to get that stretch.
To get a what?
To get a like if you have those soft hands, to keep it soft and pliable, you can't get it wet. You know,
Yeah.
so now you
see
don't
that
have
bobcat
that
back there. I wetted him and stretched him back out. Randall, grab that bobcat.
He's pretty stiff now, or
yeah. It's like it's a trade off. Either
right.
You either want to get him back. Like I put him back on the stretcher board.
Yeah,
but feel it. You can tell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a bummer.
So that's the thing.
It's like a trade off.
You see how it looks like a tube? There's no structure.
Yeah.
If you just stuff this with cotton batting, you're just like, oh, here's a little soft stuff.
It's gonna look like a sock, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna look like a sock with a head. And
you got the wrong way, Randall. Belly out, buddy. Come on now.
Show them spots.
Yeah, no, it looks incredible. I would definitely see that. Like, I get the point you're saying. If someone knew that they could have, and I never seen them alive. But I mean, I look at enough dogs over the years.
Yeah.
If someone knew that they could have a dog look that good, that they'd be more inclined to do it because they're probably picturing in their mind, like when you go into a pawn shop and there's like crazy looking. We did a whole calendar called "Fucked Up Old Taxidermy," right? They're like picturing that. I don't want my dog bag all bug-eyed, you know?
Yeah, just looking all weird.
Sydney used to always talk about getting our first dog stuffed.
Preserved.
New client here, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, no, well, he's in ashes now, but I would always say to her, you're gonna walk in there and you're gonna look at his lip, and it's just gonna be like you're never gonna get that dog lip right. And you know, you spent 12 years like messing with his lips and face, and like it so intimately. It's got to look like that, or else it's just alienating.
Yeah.
You know, my kid got a bear to spring, a nice bear. And I called him. Why did I call him about this? Oh, I know why. I was out of town, but I was talking to the taxidermist. And I'm like, here's the deal. Everybody always gets him growling like a rug. It's always that he's got his mouth wide open. And I'm like, I've done the same thing, but I've come to appreciate the closed mouth rug, because when you see bears, and I've watched a great many bears, they're generally not running around with their mouth agape.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I'm like, so you could have it look like all the teeth and everything, or you could take my recommendation and we could get him with his mouth closed. How do you want it?
Yeah.
What do you think he said? He's 15.
Open mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Super snarled, aggressive.
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever done a pet in an aggressive posture?
We got a request, and I can't name his name. He's a famous person.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
He wanted his dog in its aggressive
No,
posture.
he has a cat, but it's somewhat of a wild cat, so I kind of understand it a little bit. It's a domestic, it's like a Savannah cat mixed with I forgot, Savannah something else.
Okay.
And he
Like a
wanted
souped up cat.
Yeah, and he wanted it on a branch, but kind of aggressive, almost like it's gonna pounce on something.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, definitly. Yeah.
Who was it?
Oof, I wish I could tell you.
Well, tell me what. No, listen, man. Tell me the initials. I'll tell you my initials.
I'll tell you
SR.
One for one. Yeah. I mean, some of the charm in pet cats is that they don't like you, right?
Right.
Like some of the charm of the pet cats is that they come in and swipe you and run away. So I get it.
Yeah.
But I would also picture, just from a business standpoint, unless it's cost prohibitive, like I'm guessing people that are emotionally attached to their pet are going to have a looser wallet than someone that's getting 5 or 6 things a year because they're a big hunter, right? They're going to look at it differently. But I would picture that if someone wanted, like I like river otters a lot. So I catch an otter, I could picture a world in which I'm like, no, man, I want the son of a bitch like that.
Yeah.
An otter.
Yeah.
Are you doing that kind of stuff too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
I think we're doing what are we doing? I mean, it's just a pelt, but
The
a seal
raccoon?
pellet right now. Remember
Oh.
that seal that we're
A
doing?
what?
Seal pellet. We're doing a couple seal pellets for the Mammal Care Center. So we get calls too from nature centers and
What are you doing with the seal
museums.
pelts?
They just wanted to preserve it as in an exhibit, you know,
Like a hide?
Yeah, just
Yeah, like a hide.
Like what's
Yeah.
hanging around in here?
Right,
Exactly.
but it's gonna be obviously freeze dried, so it's gonna be stiff on
Oh.
a board, you know,
Yeah.
like kind of like on a nice board.
Freeze dried.
Yeah, freeze
Yeah.
dried.
Yeah.
A freeze dried hide.
Yeah,
You know why though? Because we wanted to keep the fins beautifully intact.
Oh,
you know, I didn't want to have to like recreate them in a poor manner where it's not keeping the structure and the integrity of it.
Understood.
So that we kept the fins, the bottom fins, the side fin, you know what I mean, and then we laid it out flat. So now, when you go to see it, you get the real anatomy of the actual fin, and it's not just my version of it, having not hung out with seals.
Yeah. Can you hand that cat back over here a minute, Randall?
Yep.
Sorry. Let's say I had a cat and I have a cat and I just skin it and flesh it.
Mhm.
Okay. And I send it to you. And I don't want to get it tanned. I just want to get it freeze dried. Is it all the same? Like I just get it back and it's freeze dried and I can hang it up for the rest of my life on a wall?
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to flesh it still, you know what I mean?
No, I'm
really.
going to send it to you, fleshed and dried.
Yeah, if it's flesh and dried. Yeah, I mean, but you don't want to salt it because it
No,
might.
we
get-
don't. We don't
You're not.
salt
You're not
them.
salt. Okay, then.
No, everything we do, we
Fresh.
flesh it. It goes on a wooden board. Well, it needs to
Yeah.
flip, but no, it's
Just beam. Yeah.
it's like flesh and beam, and then it goes to the tannery like that.
Yeah.
So there's a world in which I could send you, and I wouldn't have any shrinkage.
No, you wouldn't have shrinkage, but it would be stiff. It wouldn't be nice and floppy.
How
like,
like this stiff or stiffer?
No,
Maybe
stiff.
yeah.
Stiff.
Stiff.
Stiff as a board.
Oh,
That's
stiff
where
as a
you-
board.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you'd lose all the. It'd be like these ears.
So that's not a good replacement.
No.
No.
You want to do just a commercial tannery and
I
just
see.
get it done
Yeah.
nicely.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking
I was
about
getting excited for a minute there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about different animals you could get freeze dried, and I thought a big old beaver sitting there.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah,
Wow.
dude, that's-
Hayes right now is doing a big 50-pounder.
It's a
What?
big beaver.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from the bussin' with the bussin' boys.
Oh, really?
They want that big beaver done in a 3-point football stance,
That's great.
but it's a hefty beaver.
But I'm just trying to picture freeze drying the tail because there's so much fat.
Yeah.
and
Oh, that'd be
stuff.
hard.
Right.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
nothing but fat.
What,
Yeah.
yeah.
gotta
What
get-
would you do for
You gotta
that?
get rid of all that fat.
Yeah.
You'd have to skin that tail
You
Yeah.
gotta
out.
skin
Skin
that
it.
tail out, get it all out, take as much as you can, just leave the best structure you can while still keeping removing making sure the integrity's still there. It's gonna
Mhm.
last.
Yeah. No, I don't want to pry, but
But I'm gonna.
help me out here.
But I've done
What-
nothing other than pry
No, no,
all
no.
morning.
When I want to pry, but I don't want to. I just like I'm sensitive of getting into it, like getting into big. Like someone saying to me, like, "So what do you? How much do you sell a book for?" Yeah, it's like I don't know, man, dude. It's a complicated question.
Yeah.
I don't feel like telling you. Help me understand what I'm looking at here with this dog.
Probably around the range of $3,000.
That's it,
Yeah. No, yeah, it's not. We
dude.
don't
You could have
charge
told me. You could have
crazy.
told me 8, and I'd have been like, "That makes sense."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought my mind went to 10.
Yeah.
$3,000?
No, so it's
That's a lot of work.
It is,
It
but
is.
we
You guys
move
can up your
quickly and we
prices.
kind of know.
Yeah.
What's
you
that?
know, like,
I'm saying they can up their prices.
Not
Okay.
before
Oh,
my
I don't
3
know. 'Cause
dogs
I didn't
died.
call around. Like you got. Do you have competitors?
not necessarily. I mean, there's a guy on the East Coast who's great. He's a friend of ours.
Did you send
Right.
business his way?
Yeah, we've worked together. He's freeze dried some stuff for us as
Okay.
well.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, before years ago, he used to freeze dry stuff for us as well. He's the only other guy that really, I think, is really in the business.
You know.
But he's way out east, so there's a lot of people everywhere. There's business for everybody. If you
That's
do it right.
that's kind of what I was getting at with why I thought the price be more is because I thought the price be more because it's there's a little bit of a scarcity,
Yeah.
or a special circumstance or whatever,
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Well, yeah, most people.
That's a
don't
very reasonable. That's a very
Jeez,
economical.
yeah.
Very
Doable,
economical dog mount.
I
Yeah,
mean-
that's why I think that's why we have a high volume of pets because it's
Yeah.
pretty reasonable. You know,
Yeah,
it's
you're not
like-
gouging. You're not
we're
gouging.
no.
Wow.
What about a
Yeah.
hamster? What are we looking at?
Probably what 1,200.
1200, $1,200,
Or
something like that.
Way more value in the dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Way more
absolutely.
value in the
Yeah.
dog.
I mean, the hamster's it's more so just because you got to be. They slip easy.
The hair on a hamster slips easy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because they thaw out so quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So if you're,
yeah.
you got your son or whoever that was mooring this little hamster or whatever it is, he's gonna be crying for a while. You're gonna be consoling him, and then by the time you bring the hamster in, if you didn't freeze right away, then we got to do the skin and we got to do everything. And sometimes you got to be careful with the slippage. You got to do it fast.
Now, some part of you, when a parent comes in with a hamster,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Little Jimmy's so upset about his hamster," some part of you has to be thinking, well, little Jimmy's just going to have to get over it. But that's bad for business. So you're just like, sure, bring it in.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to say anything. It's fine.
No, but it's
No, we get it. We get the
I mean,
attachment
yeah.
part of.
Sure, yeah.
You know, like I have a dog. I'm attached to my.
Are you going to do your own dog?
Probably something. You know, I'm not sure what, but I will definitely do some. You know, create some memorial for him.
Really?
Yeah.
How about you? You got pets?
Yeah, well, I had a cat. He was 18 years old when he passed away. He passed away Memorial Day.
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Did you freeze it?
well, when he passed, yeah. It's and we have the aquamation machine. Thing is, he was already 18. He lost a lot of weight. He wasn't in his prime, so it's not like even if I wanted to preserve him, and I will advise people of that as well. Like if you come in and you got an old boy who's not in the best shape, I'll tell you, maybe that preservation might not be the best thing for you.
Yeah. In hunting, we'll say that would have been a nice buck next year.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice cat last
Yeah.
year.
Sure. That would have been a nice.
Last
that would
year,
have been a
yeah.
nice mount 7 years ago.
Yeah. Do you ever have people who want to fix things on their dog? Like when I've got labs, so by the time they're 8 or 10, they're covered in lumps, and you can usually see them.
Yes.
Do people come in and they're like, "Could you just smooth
Smooth
out
out
that
a bit."
big fatty bulge on the side of his ribs?"
There's tumors.
Yeah.
There's, these are pets. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of hair loss sometimes. The hardest thing is actually because we mix the studio side with the faux fur stuff.
Yeah.
The IV marks from the vet clinics, because when they do surgeries and stuff, they shave.
Yeah.
So we got to do a lot of the hair transfer work, the flocking work that we do for the studio fake stuff, and we bring that over to the preservation
Wow.
side.
Oh, you can make
Lot
it
of
if a
work.
dog had a shaved surgery.
Yeah.
You could try to get
yeah.
it back to where it looked right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
we'll recreate the fur to
How in the
match.
hell did you do
You
that?
guys need to charge.
Well, we
more
do it for the
that.
studio.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So we.
How do you dye the fur? Like if
We
you got to
gotta
take
brush
some
it.
hair and get it the right color.
I mean, we have an array of a lot of fur, and if it's short hair, we do this flocking method with longer fibers. Like this dog, for example, say the ear was slippage, there was some slippage. We'd use long fibers.
We just
and
flock it.
flock it.
It's kind of electromagnetic.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta
Machine.
feel like there's gotta be so much information in your guys' heads
Yeah.
that if all the people that work there died, no one's gonna walk back in there and fire this business back up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. That's
Do
kind
you
of
follow
like.
what I'm saying? Like a garage, like if you're a mechanic, everybody could die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna find, other guys could come in and right.
Yeah.
But on this, I feel like the institutional knowledge
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's just the
would
years.
be like just all that junk.
And that's what's difficult too, even for us to find the right hands when we want to bring somebody else on is, because sometimes like I don't want to, we don't want to be doing everything all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's times where I'm like, it needs to look a certain way. So until I could find that hand that can do, and we have some great hands, but until I could find all the pieces to make sure like that the quality controls everything. It's got to go out looking perfect every time, so that's, so yeah, there's a fear of like, if we step away, who's going to jump in?
If you did right now have to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So that's another kind of like a problem for expansion because we want to expand. We are expanding, whether we want or not. But the problem is sometimes we're so overwhelmed with so much, work that it's kind of we try to find, like he says, the hands, but it's very difficult, to find that person that's gonna, get it or it's
And then stay.
and stay, and like it obviously because you kind of have to like, what you're doing
Yeah.
And
Right?
you can't just tell them to go watch a couple YouTube videos to learn
No.
Yeah.
some technique or
Boil.
another.
Yeah, I mean,
It's all-
it helps if they watch a video, but
but it's all
hands on.
very specialized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you look?
Mhm.
Like, I bet you'll get, from coming on here, you'll get resumes from people.
Yeah,
We do.
But you probably get
Yeah.
resumes all the time. But where, if you had to go look, like if you had to find a hire, I mean, I just would assume you're going to look in the traditional taxidermy pathway, right?
Yeah, Joe, I think, I mean, Joseph was a great hire. He just came in, he was moving from Arkansas to California. And he walked in one day with a photograph of all his mounts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good guy, straight up stand up dude. And he's like, look, check it out. Just moving out here. I'm going to be out here soon. I think he was studying. He wanted to be a pastor. And now he's in Idaho. He's a pastor in Idaho. So he was there. He's telling me, I'm going to be here for 4 years. If it's okay with you, here are my mounts. He was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Phenomenal
he was
work.
great.
So talented. Great.
He came and worked for
taxidermist.
4 years.
Yes.
Out of Arkansas.
Out of
Yep.
Arkansas, stayed in Los Angeles, went to the Master Seminary or whatever it was, and then put in great work. And then we kind of taught him the studio side of it because he was more from the traditional taxidermy side of it.
Yeah.
So it was like,
But
we got to rush this. You know what I mean? Like these are all, we do little tricks to kind of skip a lot of, sometimes you got to cut corners to make things happen for film that you wouldn't do with like a hunting mount.
Because of the deadlines.
Because
yeah,
of the
deadlines.
deadlines,
Yeah.
So, but he was great, but it's difficult to come across people like that
Yeah.
who have that talent, natural skill, integrity, ingenuity. Just, you don't even have to, you just turn over and he's already doing the right thing.
And there probably aren't that many people coming from taxidermy school that are like Hollywood.
Right.
That's where I'm.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, I'm sure there's a lot of, at least in our world, a lot of guys that are into taxidermy, are want to live in rural areas because they like to hunt.
Yeah,
and frankly,
sure.
that's where a lot of their clients are because they're doing hunting mounts.
right.
Like their bread and butter is whitetail deer shoulder mounts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, we'll get our mounts, but we get a lot out of state. People still bring stuff in, a lot of Colorado, New Mexico, Bucks. But just all around. California, we'll get some. It was a bit decent last year just because there was good rainfall, so it was a little bit better. But it's just little forkies for the most part. You're not gonna.
But you do those too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we generally do. Yeah. So we'll do those as well. Yeah,
Huh. How many hours you work a week?
depends.
Well, surprisingly, it's pretty normal schedule. It's
Yeah.
well, only when we have a certain project that is due and it's going to require weekend or maybe long days, nights. It happens, but we try to keep it as normal as we can.
Yeah, our hours are pretty much 9 to 4 Monday to Friday, which are short hours. But if there's a big project that comes in, if it's worth it to stay, it's worth it to stay.
And it's really never 9 to 4. We say 4, but
You're
we'll
still
be
there afterward.
We'll be there at 5:30.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
But you're still able to keep some normal
Yeah.
with all that movie work. You're
Right.
still able to keep a normal life.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
tried. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. What am I forgetting to ask you about that you wish I would have asked you about?
Trying to think. Freeze dried fish? No, we don't really freeze dry fish.
No fish.
I think you pretty much got it
No,
all
we
down.
cover a lot of
You
ground.
know what? Is it
Lizards?
Hayes that won't touch fish either?
I don't
Yeah, Hayes
know
don't do
if it's-
fish.
yeah.
Hayes is stuck up.
They just, what it is?
He's got what he does? He's got what he does that he likes doing. And I think he was
Yeah.
telling us, I think he was saying he's not a fish man.
Right.
Yeah,
And
most
fish
people.
taxidermy is weird now because there's no part of the fish.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just like you could, there's no part of the fish.
Right.
no, we have this guy, Robert, he was Robert's fish mounts for years. I think he retired now. But we bought his whole mold collection. So we have like almost 1,000 molds. I mean, you're talking, we have
Where are you
fish mold.
keeping all this stuff?
We have a little warehouse up north. I mean, outside of the super expensive area, you know what I mean? Way up north out of Los Angeles. And there's a 16-foot whale mold. We got
Yeah.
like
Oh my gosh.
Shark molds.
shark molds. I mean, leatherback turtle. Like,
Yeah.
So you just walk into your warehouse now and then and just dig around looking for something you swear must be in there?
oh
Yeah.
no, we have them all marked, so everything's lined
Oh,
up. So we know like
Everything's kind of
A12 is going to be
Got it.
silicone, whatever the salmon, section. So it's it's all marked up.
One question I had earlier was, what does your store look like? Is it in an industrial park Is it on a street that people walk up and down? Like, I'm just trying to picture in Hollywood the taxidermy shop. Like, do you get foot traffic?
Yeah.
Do you,
so it's kind of
what businesses are next to you?
It's kind of mostly industrial area, but then we have a pathway for bikes and people walk there too, right in front of the shop. So some people sometimes we have the roll up door open. They could see from across the street and they just look and come in, like it sparks their their attention, so they like just walk in and check it out. So we do get some foot traffic. People don't really walk out on the sidewalk, right? Mm-hmm. There's really nobody walking on the sidewalk, but they have that pathway to walk, so that's where they see us. And there's we're next to a city yard, LA City Yard, one of those big yards where they keep the trucks and maintenance, and then some other studios, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of studios kind of around there. It is kind of like an somewhat artsy area, but it's not in the business. It's not like in Hollywood. It's in North Hollywood, so you have a little bit more open, more space. Industrial open space. And then, and my buddy's next door, Mark.
The gym,
Matador Gym. So he does it's like an MMA gym, which is easy because then I can go from here and then I can go. Work out over there. Absolutely.
Dude, I get over there every couple of years. I'm going to come in and say hi, man.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I would love to come check it out. We should have done this there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We kicked around trying to come to your place, but just like scheduling was kind of hard.
Right.
Just a lot of, we just had a lot of travel this summer and stuff going on, but our original intention was to record in your place.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Well, next time we're there, we'll tack it on to a schedule and we'll do another episode.
Wow. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do a flop. Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll come out there and do a 30-minute flopper.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you though, I can't bring it up enough. That dog is unbelievable, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a really nice. I mean, like I said, you guys are good sports about having some, about having a couple laughs. But holy shit, man, the dog speaks for itself. That's why it's incredible looking.
Yeah,
we've had a lot of strange objects and things pass through the studio, and this is there's a power to that dog.
I wish you could leave that dog here, but probably not a good idea.
Probably not.
We could work something out. No.
Rental fee.
Oh, do you guys have cats and dogs in your rental area?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, sometimes they'll donate a hide or whatever it is if they just wanted to do.
Yeah, the neighbors, I got a neighbor's cat that, died, and he said, take it. Maybe I'll see it in a movie sometime. Like, oh, perfect. Right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever grab stuff from the side of the road that looks interesting?
No.
Nah, not necessarily. No.
That doesn't work.
Usually it's really beat up, it's like run over and it's blood, guts everywhere. So it's not.
Yeah.
And you just go to those for inspiration for your movie work.
Yeah, exactly. You photograph and you're like, the gut's going to be this way, man.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I think it's illegal in California to pick
up
roadkill.
Well, I don't know, because a lot of states have been making it that you can. There's been an odd trend. There's two trends that sort of surprise me in cultural hunting culture trends. That's not the right word. Hunting legal trends. One trend is to let kids hunt younger and younger and younger.
Oh,
right. That seems like counter than what would actually happen. You could picture that they would make it that they had to be older and older and older, like make it more strict.
Yeah.
But there's a tendency to let it be a family decision. There's also a surprising tendency to loosen roadkill salvage laws rather than make them more strict.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you said to someone who didn't follow this, like, do you imagine over the years it became more strict or less strict to pick up roadkill? They would go absolutely more strict because everything's more strict.
Yeah,
sure. It's always about
yeah. So they like our state where we're at right now. It used to. I mean, I would do it anyways. My friends would do it anyways as civil disobedience.
Right.
I don't want to bring up like Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
But like civil disobedience to like pick up deer and eat them.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Like I ate a dead deer that the guy in front of me hit.
Well, what's the problem with that?
Anyways, now you can, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where ours had, remember that whole area? I don't know what it was a couple years ago. It was like state after state. Oregon, I think maybe. state after state after state said, okay, if someone hits it and you want to put it to use, you just got to call, and which makes total sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
Does anybody? You think anybody tries to purposely truck it?
That's what what they thought of here, because here you have, we have a lot of a lot of somewhat rare large mammals, and so there's some that are exempt, meaning take a bighorn sheep.
Yeah,
a bighorn sheep. Like a big mature bighorn sheep ram is going to have a lot of value, would have a lot of black market value, and so they're not part of the roadkill rule. Okay. It's just the more common stuff. Right. Deer, elk, moose.
Okay.
More sort of common animals, high food value.
Yeah.
But they've pulled out some of the stuff that they don't want to give people a reason to act like they got it in their truck. Meaning I roadkilled a mountain goat. They'd be like, you roadkilled a mountain goat.
Yeah.
So you can't, there's no excuse to have certain animals. I'm guessing, but it's they don't want to create a pathway for you to have certain rare animals in your possession by claiming that whatever happened to them. There's probably some part of the thinking on it.
Right. That makes sense.
The other part of it, which is interesting here, I'm not sure if this is true in other states, you take the whole thing. You can't pick and choose. So our buddy Yanni, he had a roadkill moose.
Dang.
Oh, Jesus.
Big critter.
Yeah.
You can't gut it on the side of the road.
No.
When you take it, you take it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you got that whole son of a bitch has to be loaded onto a trailer. You can't just go get the parts you want.
Yeah.
You can't just get the good meat and leave it laying there. They're like, nope, whole damn moose. Yeah. Which de-incentivizes some, you got to go get a flatbed trailer.
Yeah.
That's and a lot of help, to get it out
there. So they make it a little bit hard. But picture if not, you just jump out of your truck and pull the gourmet cuts, and then you got a half butchered moose on the side of the road.
You're traveling with your cooler in the back of your truck, just ready.
Yeah, that'd make for an interesting drive, if you're watching dudes on the side of the road. Watching dudes on the side of the road do that.
Road chefs.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm glad you guys came, man. It's a lot of fun.
Well, thanks
I got
for
a lot of
having
respect
us.
for all that. It's such a cool business.
Yeah,
so unique.
We really appreciate it.
How often do TV shows call you guys wanting to do a reality show about your shop?
All the time.
Yeah.
What do you always say? No.
Yeah.
At this point,
yeah. I mean,
they just finished each other's thought there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good job.
She was right.
It was no. You finished each other's thought.
She was right.
So you get calls and they're like, hey, we want to do a reality show and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
People crying about their pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about the shop and the whole thing. And it's just the reality world is a wild world where they just infiltrate on your personal life so much. And I like to keep my personal life personal.
And also I think it'll inhibit a lot of our everyday.
You think?
I mean,
for sure.
It would kind of slow down our production or process everything. So
and then trade secrets.
Yeah, and trade secrets as
well.
Yeah, now the shop's been around since 1922. There's a lot of stuff that stays within those walls.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be the guy that exposes everything after over 100 years of the company. Like, hey guys, I want to make a little bit of money and show my face off so that and ruin the whole business. It's bigger than us.
Also, on the pet side of things, it's so sensitive.
It is.
Yeah. It's like if you had a funeral home and somebody approached you about
a reality show about a funeral home.
Probably wouldn't. The other funeral home would probably start getting a lot more clients.
Yeah. You gotta get waivers from everybody.
Yeah.
Your uncle's part of a reality TV show. Can you sign here?
Camera crew just sitting there waiting for the paper. It's just
Yeah, I could totally picture it. I'm not at all shocked that you guys that's got to be half your phone calls is people wanting to pitch you on that. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in again, man. I love it. We're going to come visit your shop.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you, Corinne.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, Corinne books all the guests, but this one was good.
Oh, it wasn't my idea. I didn't see that article first. That was Bergsman. But this is. I'm really glad it happened.
Trophy guests.
That's a good way to put it. Trophy guests. Yeah. And should you ever wind up with a cat or dog that doesn't have a home, we would be happy to take it off your hands.
Absolutely.
We'll send you something.
All right. And I think maybe, are you going to send your dog down when it passes?
I mean, I would be cool, but I don't know.
You got a couple years to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple years figured out. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, man. If you get a box from Seth, keep it cold.
That's right. Keep it cold.
All right, thanks, dude.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.